Hi, I'd like to share with you the scriptures from 1 Samuel chapter 4. And this is continuing to talk about Eli, Hophni, and Phinehas. This is the judgment that fell upon them. Um, 1 Samuel chapter 4, starting with verse 1. And the word of Samuel came to all Israel. Now Israel went out against the Philistines to battle and pitched beside Ebenezer, and the Philistines pitched in Aphek. And the Philistines put themselves in array against Israel, and when they joined to battle, Israel was smitten before the Philistines, and they slew of the army in the field about 4,000 men. And when the people were come into the camp, the elders of Israel said, Wherefore has the Lord smitten us today before the Philistines? Let us fetch the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of Shiloh unto us, that when it comes among us, it may save us out of the hand of our enemies. So the people sent to Shiloh, that they might bring from thence the ark of the covenant of the Lord of hosts, which dwells between the cherubims. And the sons of Eli, Hophni, and Phinehas were there with the ark of the covenant of God. And when the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the camp, all Israel shouted with a great shout, so that the earth rang again. And when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said, What means the noise of this great shout in the camp of the Hebrews? And they understood that the ark of the Lord was come into the camp. And the Philistines were afraid, for they said, God is come into the camp. And they said, Woe unto us, for there has not been such a thing heretofore. Woe unto us! Who shall deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods? These are the gods that smote the Egyptians of all the plagues in the wilderness. Be strong and quit yourselves like men, O ye Philistines, that ye be not servants unto Hebrews, as they have been unto you. Quit yourselves like men, and fight. And the Philistines fought, and Israel was smitten, and they fled every man into his tent, and there was a very great slaughter, for there fell of Israel 30,000 footmen. And the ark of God was taken, and the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were slain. And there ran a man of Benjamin out of the army, and came to Shiloh the same day with his clothes rent, and with earth upon his head. And when he came, lo, Eli sat upon a seat by the wayside watching, for his heart trembled for the ark of God. And when the man came into the city, and told it, all the city cried out. And when Eli heard the noise of the crying, he said, What means the noise of this tumult? And the man came in hastily and told Eli. Now Eli was 98 years old, and his eyes were dimmed, that he could not see. And the man said unto Eli, I am he that came out of the army, and I fled today out of the army. And he said, What is there done, my son? The messenger answered and said, Israel is fled before the Philistines, and there has been also a great slaughter among the people, and their two sons also, Hophni and Phinehas, are dead, and the ark of God is taken. And it came to pass, when he made mention of the ark of God, that he fell from off the seat and backward by the side of the gate, and his neck broke, and he died, for he was an old man and heavy, and he had judged Israel 40 years. And his daughter-in-law, Phinehas' wife, was with child, near to be delivered. And when she heard the tidings that the ark of God was taken, and that her father-in-law and her husband were dead, she bowed herself and travailed, for her pains came upon her. And about the time of her death, the women that stood by her said unto her, Fear not, for you have borne a son. But she answered not, neither did she regard it. And she named the child Ichabod, saying, The glory is departed from Israel, because the ark of God was taken, and because of her father-in-law and her husband. And she said, The glory is departed from Israel, for the ark of God is taken. Now, those scriptures right there are talking about a battle that happened between Israel and the Philistines, and this battle for when Israel was first joined to battle with Philistines. The Philistines has smitten the Israelites and killed a bunch of men, and Israel's decided that they were going to take the ark of God from Shiloh to be with them, hoping that God would be with them to give them the victory over the Philistines. And of course this made the Philistines afraid, and because the said, "These are the mighty gods that slew the Egyptians," and they encouraged themselves to fight for their lives. And so Philistines engaged in battle with Israel again, and again the Philistines had smitten the Israelites and killed about a bunch of men, and they took the Ark of God from them. I mean, that was the time that God allowed the Israel's enemies to overpower them because their hearts were not right before God. And also during this battle, Hophni and Phinehas, the two sons of Eli, were slain, and then when Eli got word that his two sons, Hophni and Phinehas, were slain, and that the Ark of God was taken, when mentioned the Ark of God, Eli fell off his seat backward, and he broke his neck, and he died. Or he was like, and that thus was the judgment pronounced on Eli, Hophni, and Phinehas, that came to pass. I mean, it was first mentioned by prophet of God that was sent to Israelites concerning Eli, Hophni, and Phinehas, and later was confirmed by Samuel when he received word from the Lord when he was a boy. And Phinehas' wife, who was pregnant with child during this time, when she heard that her father-in-law and her husband are dead, she about herself. She gave birth to her child, and she ended up dying. And before she died, she gave the child the name Ichabod, which means the glory has departed, or no glory. I mean, and this is very important, because the Ark of God has been taken from the Israelites, and it would stay with the Philistines for a time until and it would cause lots of trouble. They would have like mice and emerods, or tumors, or, I mean, even their secret parts. Like, it hurts. And and after a while, Philistines decided to send back the Ark of God to the Israelites, but they also send back with a trespass offering of five golden mice and 5 tumors to appease the God of Israel, because they were smitten by these plagues of mice and tumors, and just I mean, and yeah, this is judgment that fell upon Hophni, Phinehas, and Eli, because Hophni and Phinehas were stealing from the sacrifices of God, and they were sleeping with the women that assembled to attend the congregation, and they did wrong before the Lord, but Eli did nothing to keep them from continuing on their behavior. He tried talking to them, but he should have done something much more stringent. So I was thinking about this pastor who had met 2 men in his congregation, his part of his clergy, who were caught in some sexual misconduct with children, and they're in jail now, and he's saying we should we should pray for them, for these men, that they would be restored. And I mean, he, I mean, one person online said that pastor should have just said that these men are no longer welcome in their church. I mean, because there, there's some things you got to do. You gotta protect your flock, and you gotta love God more than you love the people, even in your family and in your congregation. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say to you in this video. So have a good day. May God bless you.